done. Welcome back, everyone. In this session, we will be continuing our journey on .NET. And as you know, for C# language, these are the topics which are very much spoken: classes, methods, signature, overloading, OOP basic, OOP inheritance, and overriding. We have to discuss all of these. And first, I'm going to take what is a class. And I will try to make one example near to class using Visual Studio. Well, I'll start with the concept of class. Yes, it is right that as we say, class is just a template. What it is, the meaning. Well, I don't go with the theoretical meaning of the class, just to understand. It's a collection of repeatable things which you can club together. You can give a name to it so that you can call all of the things together collectively or part of it. The simple example could be, theoretically speaking, you want to do addition work, you want to do subtraction work, multiplication work, and division work. And you know that you are going to do this. How to do that work, you have already defined, let's say. You together want to give a collection a name, which you can give a name as math basic. In that case, whenever I call math basic, eventually you are having access of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. It's like a collection of things you are giving a name called class, not just work you given in the collection of actions. You can also store some data. So it may be a little more confusing until unless I don't make an application and show it to you. So near to this, I'm going to make a very simple application and show it to you using Visual Studio. For those who are seeing Visual Studio for the first time, you start Visual Studio. I'll go one screen back. It quickly loads your Visual Studio. You create a new project. Since we are going to do a lot of similar projects, I'm going to create a console application where I'll give the name Math Logic, which I'll keep into the C# OOP folder, which I have. And the solution I'll call CSS C# basics SLN. So this is going to be my solution, and this is going to be project. For those who don't know the difference of project and solution, we can probably take it later, but let's focus on a class, what it is. Of course, version 6 I'm taking. All right. I don't want to discuss and use this code for now. I'm going to create two set of classes. First class I'm going to create, and the name I'll call Math Logic. If the project name is Math Logic, the class name little different, I will say. I'll call it Math Logic. I'll call, say, some different name. Works. Math Logic works. Inside the class, I'm going to store a variable int number. And then I'm going to create one method int addition. And how do we do add to addition of numbers? We need two numbers. I want to give a good naming, and I'll call it number B. If you are thinking, probably you are thinking, right? Addition is nothing but number A plus number B. That's it. Now, what we will do is we are trying to say, I have a collection of works which we can perform. I can do addition, I can store some data if required using a class called MathLogicWork. That's the definition of class. Since we need to go a step further to understand how does it work so that we can use it, what I will do is I'll create one more class and I'll call that class as presentation. You can call it any other name. I'll store this discussion for later. I'm going to create main method and all, and I'm going to call this class. The standard way of technical way of calling a class is instantiating a class. It's like making a copy of a class. When you make a copy of a class, you will have access of all of this conditionally. We'll see why. So here I am going to create instance of a MathLogic works. For that, you just need to give the name of what you are making a copy of, and then what you make the copy, that name also. For example, you have a book, you want to make a copy of it book. So you have to give a name of the copied book also. Here is, we call it object. And if you have understood the concept called object, then we are making an object of a class. And the standard way for now for you beginners to understand is name of the class, then any name, we have taken obj, equal to sign, and a keyword called new, followed by the class name again. This explanation may not be 100% right for now, but you can manage. Same name of a class again with an open and close parenthesis with a semicolon. And then this way the obj has everything what this class has. You can call it, and by keeping a dot, which is also called a period, you can access whatever is there inside. Why it is not showing anything? It should give me number and add available. It is not giving me. The reason is, to have that, it should be accessible. Even though the MathLogic has this all, which is being copied inside obj, but since they are not made public, we are not able to call. So what we have to do is make them public. All right. Obj dot public. I'm sorry. Obj dot add. It is available here. You can see. Pass the numbers, any numbers. You are guessing right. 4 and the 6 will go as number A and number B. Stores the data into this and gives you the outcome out of this. Well, this is giving you the outcome, but should not we display somewhere? Well, what you can do is store it into a variable, integer data, and then you can go ahead and say, print it to a display system called console.writeLine by data word. If I run it, it should give me 10. All right, not a big deal. It's a very simple thing. We have just done it. It's giving me 10 here. You can check it. It is 10. That's it. Not a big thing. Very simple one. I'll suggest you to go through this 2-3 times and understand how it is happening. To help you out, I'm putting a breakpoint here, running it, and we'll go step by step. All right, so right now inside the main, it is about to make an object. Go F11, here's a key for that. Now it is going to call add. See, it has come here. It is call add. And if you hover over here, pin it here, hover over here and pin it here, you have A value 4, B value 6, 4 and 6. Next line, it sums it up and gives out. The value returns and given to now. Now, after this line, the value will become, data would become 10. And that is what it is going to print. I would suggest run this, whatever the learning document we have made it here, the video. You run it again and again and see how it helps. All right, see you in the next video.